Alright viewers, today I'll be considering arithmetic progression. I think this is my fourth video on this AP. Now I'll be looking at how to solve some of these things on the board. The questions we have: determine the 9th and 16th term of a series, the 6th term of this and that is this and that. So how to solve them. Now let's go to solution. Now solution. Now let's start with the first one. Let's solve the first one. Now you follow up very well so that you get to know how we solve these things. Now the question here, number one, said determine the 9th and 16th term of the series. Now we have a series here, 2, 7, 12, 17, right? So this is a series and so continues. The first thing I say determine in AP is what we call the first term, and every time you go there you notice that look, the first term here is 2, so we already have the first term here to be 2. The second thing is a common difference. Now common difference, I've always said it that it's when you pick the preceding term, subtract the previous term from it, then what you get here is 5. Now subtract this from this. Now 12 minus 7 is still 5. Now if 17 minus 12 is still 5, that should tell us that the common difference in all this, in this question, this series, is 5. So the common difference is 5. So the next thing to do now is the question said determine the 9th and the 16th term. Now the 9th term, that is what T. When we talk about the term, something, or maybe 9th term or this term, that is talking about the nth term. And I taught you something, that the nth term formula, that is T of n, that is the nth term formula. Anytime anything this term or that term, use this formula. That is a plus open bracket n minus 1 close bracket d. So this is always the nth term formula. So and this is the formula we're going to use for the 9th and 16th term. Now that is same as the 9th term here. Now that is the first one here, that is T of 9, that is equal to this. Now first term is 2 plus open bracket. Now this is 9 minus 1, and the common difference is 5. Now this is 2 plus 9 minus 1 is 8 multiplied by 5. So this is 2 plus 8 times 5 is 40. So the T of 9 is now equal to 42, and we're done with this one. So let's go over to B part that said the 16th term, that is T of 16th. T of 16th now is equal to 2 plus open bracket 16 minus 1 close bracket. Then we have this to be 5. So this is now 2 plus 16, this is now 15, 16 minus 1 is 15, then multiply by 5. So this is now 2 plus 5 times 5 here is 25, that is 5 carry 2, 5 times 1, 5 plus that one, this is 7, right? So this is now 20, this is 2 plus 75 is now 77. So our T of 16 is equal to 77, as simple as that, and we're done with the first question. Now the next thing now is to move to the second question. The second question is more technical a bit. The second question here said determine the 6th term of an AP. Now look, let me show you how to bring out the questions and data once you're given the kind of questions like this. Now how to bring out your data when you're giving questions like this. Now this is what we have. So now in this number 2 we have over here, let me show you how to present the question. The 6th term of an AP. Now that's T of the same nth term formula. T of 6 of an AP, T of 6, that is equal to, the first term is still okay, the first term we were okay, the same. Let's look at this now. So now presentation of the data now in this term, this particular question, we put it as T of 6 now, and we have the T of 6th term of the AP. We're given that is we're going to use the nth term formula is a plus open bracket, we have is now 6 minus 1, right, close bracket, and we have the common difference, it's not given, right? So this is D here, and we'll say the 6th term is 17. Now I put the 17 at this side. Next thing they said that and the 13th term, that is T of 13th, but T of 13th is now equal to, that is a plus open bracket 13 minus 1 close bracket, D is still not given, and T of 13th is 38. So we put the 38 here. The next question said determine the 19th term, that is determine the T of 19. I'm just showing how to present it. T of 19, that is a plus open bracket, this is 19 minus 1 close bracket D. Now determine the T of 19, and this is the question, right? So now let's get right into it. Now from here, let's get down a bit. Now having this information below here, now we have to solve this. Now a plus 6 minus 1 is 5, multiplied by d will give us 5d is equal to what? 17. Okay, this is what we have. So we solve from here. Now, when we have this, now this a plus 5d equal to 17, and this is what? Our equation what? 1. Next is what? T of 13. This a plus, this now 13 minus 1 is 12. 12 times this what? 12 what? D is equal to 38. And this becomes our equation what? 2. Now what we do from here is what? We subtract equation 1, subtract equation 1 from what? Equation 2, right? Now let's have equation 2 first here. Equation 2 is now equal to, have this what? A plus, this is 12d equal to 38, and this is equation 2. Now let's get our equation 1 down here, because we want to subtract. Equation 1 now is equal to, have this be a plus what? 5d, and this is equal to 17. Okay, so from here we subtract, because we're subtracting actually, so we subtract from here. Now this is what? A cancel a, 12 up here minus what? 5 down, that is 7d, right? So this is equal to what? 38 minus 17. If 38 minus 17, we're going to be left to just 21. So from here, let's get down a bit again. Now we have this to be what? It's very easy from here. We just said make this subject formula. We have this to be what? 21 divided by 7, and we're going to end up with what? 3. Therefore, we are getting our d, our common difference now, to be what? 3. So next thing is to find the first term, because in this question the first thing you have to find is your first term and the what? You have a common difference, and then we'll find our first term now. Next is what? The common difference. That should enable us to solve the question. Now let's go to this point now. This side, let's have this to be okay. Now let's now say substitute. Since we're having equation 1 and 2, now we'll have to say substitute what? 3 for d in what? Equation, you can use either 2 or maybe 1, but let me just use equation 1. That is same. Now the equation 1 here, let's have equation 1. That means any place we see d in equation 1, we should put what? 3. So that is what it means. Now we have equation 1 to be this. Now a plus 5d is now equal to what? 17. Right? Now this is where the d is now. So we substitute d with what? 3. So this is now a plus 5 into this now 3 equal to what? 17. So a is now equal to a, now this is now plus 5 times 3 is 15, is equal to what? 17. Now we'll do the common thing we normally do to cross to collect like terms. 15 move over to the other side. Now we have this what? A is now equal to 17 minus what? 15. Our a will now be equal to what? 2. Therefore we have gotten our first term to be 2 and our common difference to be what? 3. So these are the major things we need for this. Now let's go over to solving this next one. They say we should find the what? The question says find the what? 19th term. Now let's go to t of 19. Now t of 19, we already got first term to be what? Our first term is 2 plus 19 minus 1 now is what? 18. Close bracket. Our common difference, we got it to be what? 3. So this is what we have now. This is now 2 plus what? 3 times 8 is what? 24. That is 4 carry 2. 3 times 1 is 3 plus that 2, that is what? 6. That is 3 times 1, 3 plus that 2, that is 5, right? So 54. Now